Have you ever wondered why the Prophet Muhammad SAW loved dates so much? If you think dates are just a simple fruit, you might be surprised to know that they are much more than that. They are a symbol of blessings, patience, and wisdom in Islam. Dates are mentioned in the Qur'an and Hadith multiple times, which shows us that this fruit holds a special place not only in our diet but also in our spiritual lives. From breaking fast during Ramadan to feeding the sick or giving charity, dates have always played a significant role in the life of a believer. Imagine a single, humble fruit carrying so much goodness, both for your body and for your soul. Every time we eat dates, we are not only following a sunnah, but also connecting with centuries of Islamic tradition. The Prophet ﷺ said that dates are blessed, and he regularly recommended them. Think about that for a moment, a fruit so simple and natural that the Prophet ﷺ himself would use it to gain strength, comfort, and spiritual blessings. This is why it is called a blessed fruit in Islam. Dates are not just spiritual, they are also incredibly practical. They are naturally sweet, full of energy, and easy to digest. Long before modern energy bars and supplements, the Prophet ﷺ and his companions relied on dates as a source of energy, especially when traveling, fasting, or during hard work. Imagine a desert traveler carrying a few dates with him. That small fruit would sustain him for hours, keeping him energized and healthy. That is the kind of wisdom embedded in something as ordinary as a date. In this video, we are going to explore not only the spiritual significance of dates, but also their health benefits, their role in the Sunnah, and the lessons we can learn from the date palm tree itself. You'll discover that a simple fruit can teach us about patience, resilience, and gratitude. Just like the date palm, which stands tall in harsh deserts, providing shade, food, and life to those around it, we too can learn to stand strong in life's challenges and offer goodness to others. Now let's take a moment to reflect on how often we underestimate the blessings that Allah has given us in our everyday life. Many times we look for extraordinary solutions to our problems, but the truth is, Allah has provided countless simple blessings that carry profound benefits. Dates are one of those gifts. They remind us that simplicity can be powerful. Something as small as a date can uplift our bodies, our hearts, and even our minds if we pay attention to the wisdom behind it. If you've ever eaten a date, you know the taste is naturally sweet, chewy, and satisfying. But have you ever thought about why Allah made this fruit so perfect in every way? Dates grow in harsh conditions where little else can survive. The date palm thrives in the desert, with scorching sun and minimal water, yet despite the difficult environment, it produces fruits that nourish, heal, and bring joy to those who consume them. There is a deep lesson here for us. Even in our challenges and hardships, Allah can help us produce goodness and sweetness in our lives if we remain patient and steadfast. And it's not just about the taste or energy. Dates have a spiritual presence in Islam that makes them unique. Breaking your fast with dates during Ramadan is not just a tradition, it is a blessed act that brings reward and mercy from Allah. Giving dates as charity, feeding them to the sick or the needy, or simply eating them as part of your daily diet connects you to centuries of practice and wisdom in Islam. You are not just consuming food, you are following the footsteps of the Prophet ﷺ and receiving blessings in return. This video is designed to show you that the date is more than just food. It is a gift from Allah that carries wisdom, health, and spirituality in one small package. By the end of this video, you will see how incorporating dates into your life, even in small ways, can change your day, your energy, and your spiritual connection with Allah. You will understand why this fruit has been valued for thousands of years, and why it continues to be a symbol of health, patience, and divine blessings in Islam. So let's begin this journey into the world of the blessed date. Let's explore how a fruit that grows in the harshest conditions can teach us about life, resilience, and gratitude. Let's learn why the Prophet ﷺ loved it so much, why Allah mentions it in the Qur'an, and how you can use this simple fruit to improve not just your body but your soul. By the time this video ends, you will no longer look at a date as just a fruit. You will see it as a source of spiritual lessons, health benefits, and divine blessings. And you will understand why something so simple can truly change your day if you pay attention, reflect, and take the lessons to heart. Remember, the small things in life often carry the biggest lessons, and in Islam, even a single date can teach us about gratitude, patience, and the endless mercy of Allah. So let's take this first step together and discover the remarkable power hidden in the blessed date. Dates are not just ordinary fruits, they are highly honored in Islam, and their spiritual significance is remarkable. From the Qur'an to the Hadith, dates are mentioned numerous times, which shows the importance Allah has given to this simple yet blessed fruit. When we study the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, we see that dates were a constant part of his life, from breaking fast during Ramadan to feeding the sick, the poor, and travelers. By understanding this, we can appreciate not just the physical nourishment of dates, but also the spiritual nourishment they provide. The Qur'an mentions dates multiple times, emphasizing their blessed nature. For example, in Surah Maryam, when Mary was in labor, Allah instructed her to eat dates. Shake the trunk of the palm tree towards you. It will drop fresh, ripe dates upon you. Qur'an 19:25. This moment illustrates more than just physical sustenance. It is a reminder that Allah provides for His servants in miraculous ways, and that His blessings can come through the simplest things, like a humble date. The fruit becomes a symbol of Allah's care, mercy, and provision. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ also emphasized the spiritual significance of dates in his teachings. He would regularly eat dates, especially in the mornings and when breaking his fast. There are many hadiths that highlight their virtues. The Prophet ﷺ said, "A house without dates is like a house without food." He also mentioned if someone fasts and breaks their fast with dates, their sins will be forgiven. These sayings reveal an important lesson. Dates are more than nourishment for the body, they are a means of attaining spiritual reward. Eating a date, especially in accordance with the Sunnah, connects us directly to the traditions of the Prophet ﷺ and brings us closer to Allah. It is a small act, yet it carries immense significance. Giving dates as charity is another deeply spiritual practice. The Prophet ﷺ often gave dates to those in need. Feeding someone a date is not just feeding them physically. It is an act of kindness, compassion, and worship. Allah rewards every good deed, and even something as small as a date can earn blessings if done sincerely. This teaches us a profound lesson. We should never underestimate the value of simple, consistent acts of goodness. Dates also hold a special place during Ramadan, when Muslims fast from dawn to sunset. Breaking the fast with a date is a sunnah practice. Why a date? Because it is a blessed fruit, quick to digest, and restores energy instantly. But beyond the physical benefits, it carries a spiritual purpose. Breaking the fast with a date reminds us of gratitude, humility, and reliance on Allah. It is a moment to pause, reflect, and remember that every blessing, even something as small as a date, comes from Him. The spiritual significance of dates extends beyond individual practices. Dates symbolize blessing, patience, and reward. The date palm tree itself stands tall and produces sweet fruits even in the harshest conditions, teaching us about resilience and faith. Similarly, when we face challenges in life, the simple acts of patience, gratitude, and faith can yield great rewards. Just as the date nourishes the body, the spiritual lessons from the Prophet ﷺ do our hearts and souls. It's also interesting to note that in many hadiths, the Prophet ﷺ recommended combining dates with other acts of worship. For instance, he suggested giving dates to the poor before praying or using them to break fast in Ramadan. This integration of physical and spiritual benefits shows the holistic wisdom of Islam. Every time we consume a date with awareness and gratitude, we are reminded of Allah's guidance and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. When we reflect deeply, we realize that dates are a bridge between the material and spiritual worlds. They satisfy hunger, provide energy, and strengthen the body, but they also teach gratitude, compassion, and mindfulness of Allah. In a world where we often focus solely on physical nourishment, dates serve as a reminder that our spiritual nourishment is equally important. The small fruit carries enormous lessons. It is a blessing to consume, a means to gain reward, and a reminder of Allah's mercy. So as we eat a date today, let us remember that it is not just food. It is a symbol of divine provision, spiritual reward, and timeless sunnah. It connects us to the Prophet ﷺ, to the Qur'an, and to centuries of Islamic wisdom. Every bite can be an act of worship, a moment of reflection, and a source of inner strength if we approach it with the right intention. The spiritual lessons of dates are endless. They remind us that blessings can come in the simplest forms, that patience and gratitude are keys to spiritual growth, and that even the smallest actions, done consistently, can earn immense reward. By honoring the date, we honor the Sunnah, we connect with Allah's guidance, and we enrich both our bodies and souls. So the next time you eat a date, think about its spiritual significance. Think about the Prophet ﷺ, the Qur'an, and the countless blessings Allah has placed in our lives. Remember that this small fruit carries wisdom, reward, and mercy, and that by embracing it we can enrich not only our day but also our spiritual journey. Dates are not only a spiritual blessing but also a remarkable source of nutrition and health. While their importance in Islam is clear, the benefits of dates for the human body are equally impressive. From ancient times, dates have been used as a source of energy, nourishment, and sustenance. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and his companions relied on them during long journeys and fasting periods, and today we can understand why they were such a vital part of their diet. Dates are packed with natural sugars like glucose, fructose, and sucrose, which give the body an immediate boost of energy. This is one reason why they are recommended for breaking the fast during Ramadan, as they help restore energy quickly and gently, without overloading the stomach. Beyond their quick energy, dates contain high amounts of dietary fiber. Fiber is essential for digestion, as it helps regulate bowel movements and supports the growth of healthy gut bacteria. A healthy digestive system improves overall health and helps the body absorb nutrients more effectively. Many people suffer from constipation or digestive issues, and simply including dates in their daily diet can provide a natural, gentle solution. Fiber also contributes to long-term heart health by helping to reduce cholesterol levels and supporting proper blood sugar balance. Dates are also rich in essential vitamins and minerals that are necessary for maintaining a healthy body. They contain significant amounts of potassium, magnesium, iron, and calcium. Potassium is important for regulating blood pressure and supporting proper heart function. Magnesium plays a role in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, including muscle and nerve function, blood sugar regulation, and energy production. Iron is crucial for maintaining healthy red blood cells and preventing anemia, while calcium supports strong bones and teeth. When combined, these minerals make dates a powerhouse fruit that contributes to overall well-being. Antioxidants are another important benefit of dates. They contain compounds such as flavonoids, carotenoids, and phenolic acid, which help combat harmful free radicals in the body. Free radicals can cause cellular damage, aging, and increase the risk of many diseases, including heart disease and cancer. By consuming dates regularly, we provide our bodies with natural antioxidants that protect our cells and improve overall health. This is especially significant in modern times when people are exposed to pollution, processed foods, and stress, all of which increase oxidative stress in the body. In addition to these benefits, dates have a natural ability to support brain health. Studies have shown that dates may reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain, which are linked to neurodegenerative diseases. They are believed to improve memory and cognitive function over time. This aligns with Islamic teachings, which encourage us to care for both body and mind. A strong body combined with a healthy mind allows us to worship Allah more effectively and fulfill our responsibilities in daily life. Dates also contribute to heart health in multiple ways. Their potassium and magnesium content help regulate blood pressure, while their fiber helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels. The natural sugars in dates provide energy without causing a sudden spike in blood sugar when consumed in moderation, making them a safer choice compared to processed sweets. This means that dates can be included in a balanced diet to improve cardiovascular health, support energy levels, and promote long-term wellness. Another advantage of dates is their ability to provide natural energy for people of all ages. Children, adults, and even the elderly can benefit from the easily digestible nutrients in dates. For children, they provide a healthy, natural source of energy for learning and play. Adults can use dates to maintain productivity and focus during the day, while the elderly can benefit from the minerals and fiber that support bone health, digestion, and overall vitality. Including dates in your daily diet is simple. 1 or 2 dates in the morning or evening can provide energy, improve digestion, and boost overall health. They can be eaten on their own, added to breakfast cereals, smoothies, or desserts, or used to naturally sweeten foods. Their versatility makes them an easy addition to any diet, and by choosing dates, we follow a Sunnah practice while also nourishing our bodies. The health benefits of dates go beyond individual nutrition. In Islam, caring for one's body is part of worship, and eating wholesome, beneficial foods is encouraged. By consuming dates, we honor the guidance of the Prophet ﷺ, who recommended this fruit not just for spiritual reasons, but also for its ability to strengthen and sustain the human body. Each date provides a balance of natural sugars, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, making it a complete, naturally blessed food that supports both physical and spiritual well-being. When we reflect on the benefits of dates, it becomes clear that they are a divine gift, a fruit that grows in harsh deserts, surviving extreme heat and minimal water, yet providing nourishment and health benefits for humans, is truly remarkable. Dates remind us that Allah's creations are full of wisdom and purpose. Every bite of a date can strengthen the body, uplift energy, and provide a sense of fulfillment, all while connecting us to centuries of Islamic tradition and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. By choosing to eat dates regularly, we are not only nourishing our bodies but also engaging in a practice that has been cherished for thousands of years. It is a reminder that simple natural foods can carry immense benefits when used wisely. The health advantages of dates, energy, digestion, heart health, brain support, and overall nourishment are evidence of the balance and perfection in Allah's creation. So the next time you reach for a date, remember that it is much more than a sweet fruit. It is a source of energy, health, and vitality. It is a natural way to strengthen your body, care for your heart, support your mind, and follow the guidance of the Prophet ﷺ. Dates are truly a complete, wholesome, and blessed fruit that can enhance our lives in ways we may not even realize, and incorporating them into your daily routine is a simple step toward better health and spiritual connection. When we look at the date palm tree, we see more than just a plant that produces sweet fruit. We see a living example of patience, resilience, and generosity. The date palm grows in harsh conditions where other plants would struggle to survive. It thrives under scorching sun, in dry soil, and with very little water, yet it continues to grow tall, strong, and produces nourishing fruit. This is a lesson for all of us. No matter how difficult our environment or circumstances may be, with patience, perseverance, and reliance on Allah, we too can bear fruits of goodness and success in our lives. The structure of the date palm itself is remarkable and full of lessons. Its deep roots anchor it firmly in the ground, allowing it to withstand strong desert winds and storms. Similarly, we are reminded to anchor ourselves in faith and the teachings of Islam so that we can stand firm in the face of life's challenges. When difficulties come, whether personal, financial, or spiritual, a strong foundation in prayer, gratitude, and trust in Allah allows us to remain steady and grow stronger rather than being uprooted by adversity. Another lesson from the date palm is its patience. The tree takes years to grow and mature before it produces fruit, sometimes up to 7 years. This teaches us that meaningful results in life often require time, effort, and patience. We cannot expect instant success or blessings without nurturing our efforts and remaining consistent. Just as the date palm patiently grows under tough conditions, we must cultivate patience in our own lives, trusting that Allah will reward our perseverance in due time. The date palm also teaches us about generosity. Despite growing in harsh conditions, it produces an abundance of sweet, nourishing dates that feed people, animals, and communities. The tree gives without asking for anything in return. This is a reminder that we too should aim to give to others, share our blessings, and help those in need. Acts of charity, kindness, and sharing knowledge or resources reflect the same generosity that the date palm shows naturally. Allah loves those who give freely and sincerely, and the date palm serves as a natural example of this principle. We can also learn humility from the date palm. The tree grows tall and sturdy, yet it does not boast or demand attention. It quietly fulfills its purpose, providing shade, fruit, and beauty. In our lives, we are encouraged to remain humble while fulfilling our responsibilities. True success is not measured by recognition or praise, but by how much good we bring into the world and how we serve others, quietly and sincerely. The date palm's ability to thrive in adversity also teaches us about hope and trust in Allah. No matter how barren the desert may seem, the tree flourishes because it relies on its deep roots and natural design. Similarly, when we trust in Allah and take the necessary steps in life, we can thrive even in difficult circumstances. Challenges are not the end, they are opportunities for growth and lessons in resilience. Just as the date palm does not give up, we too must remain steadfast in faith, effort, and trust in Allah's plan. The fruits of the date palm, the dates themselves, carry additional lessons. They are sweet, nutritious, and nourishing, reflecting the rewards that patience, effort, and faith can bring. Just as the tree's hard work over the years results in abundant fruit, Our consistent good deeds, prayers, and acts of worship lead to blessings in this life and reward in the hereafter. Each date is a small miracle, reminding us that Allah's blessings often come after effort, care, and patience. We can also learn adaptability from the date palm. The tree adjusts to its environment, surviving harsh desert climates and using minimal resources efficiently. Similarly, in our own lives, we must learn to adapt to changing circumstances while holding firmly to our values and faith. Adaptability combined with patience and reliance on Allah allows us to overcome challenges without losing sight of our purpose. In addition, the date palm provides shade and shelter, serving not just itself but the entire ecosystem around it. It offers protection to travelers, birds, and other creatures in the desert. This teaches us that our actions should not only benefit ourselves but also others. Serving humanity, caring for creation, and leaving a positive impact are principles that the date palm naturally embodies. We are reminded that true success is not measured solely by what we gain, but by what we give and how we positively affect the lives of those around us. Reflecting on the lessons of the date palm, we begin to see that it is more than just a tree. It is a teacher, a guide, and a source of inspiration. It demonstrates how to remain patient, strong, and generous, even in the most challenging conditions. It shows us the importance of deep roots, humility, adaptability, and serving others. By observing and reflecting on this remarkable creation, we can gain wisdom and guidance for our own lives. Ultimately, the date palm is a reminder of Allah's wisdom and mercy. Everything about it, its resilience, fruitfulness, and generosity, reflects the balance and perfection of His creation. By learning from the date palm, we can improve ourselves spiritually, mentally, and morally. We can understand that challenges are opportunities for growth. Patience is essential for success, and generosity and humility are key to a meaningful life. The next time you see a date palm or eat a date, take a moment to reflect on these lessons. Let the tree inspire you to be patient in adversity, generous in action, humble in attitude, and steadfast in faith. The date palm teaches us that life may be tough, but with patience, perseverance, faith, and generosity, we can produce sweetness, nourish others, and thrive despite challenges. It reminds us to stay grounded, to act with purpose, and to trust that Allah's plan is perfect. By applying the lessons of the date palm to our own lives, we can not only survive difficulties, but also turn them into opportunities for growth, blessings, and reward. Now that we have explored the spiritual significance of dates, their incredible health benefits, and the life lessons from the date palm tree, it's time to bring all of this knowledge into practical steps you can use in your daily life. Understanding the blessings of dates is important, but applying them can truly transform your day, your health, and even your spiritual connection with Allah. One of the simplest ways to start is by incorporating dates into your daily diet. You don't need to make complicated recipes or spend hours preparing them. Just 1 or 2 dates in the morning can give you a natural boost of energy to start your day. They are easy to digest, and their natural sugars provide sustained energy, unlike processed snacks that often lead to fatigue. You can pair them with water, milk, or a handful of nuts to make a wholesome, nutritious snack. By starting your day with a date, you follow the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ and also care for your body in a natural, balanced way. Dates are also perfect for breaking your fast, whether in Ramadan or any time you are fasting for spiritual reasons. The Prophet ﷺ preferred breaking fast with dates because they are easy on the stomach and quickly restore energy. This practice is not just about physical nourishment. It is a spiritual act that brings reward and blessing. By following this sunnah, you remind yourself that even simple actions can carry immense spiritual benefit. Breaking your fast with dates also sets the tone for mindful eating, helping you appreciate Allah's provision and eat with gratitude rather than indulgence. Another practical tip is to use dates in your interactions with others. Give them as gifts, share them with family, friends, or neighbors, and even use them as charity for those in need. Feeding someone a date may seem small, but it is an act of kindness and compassion that carries reward. The Prophet ﷺ emphasized giving dates to others, whether to the sick, the poor, or travelers. In doing so, we practice generosity, strengthen our social bonds, and create blessings in our lives. Remember, even a small act, when done sincerely for Allah, can have a lasting impact. In addition to eating and sharing dates, you can reflect on the lessons from the date palm in your daily life. The patience of the tree teaches us to be consistent in our good deeds, even if results take time. Its resilience reminds us to remain steadfast in faith when facing challenges. Its generosity inspires us to give selflessly and help others without expecting anything in return. By keeping these lessons in mind, a simple fruit like a date can become a daily reminder to live intentionally, with purpose, faith, and gratitude. It is also helpful to integrate dates into your spiritual routines. You can start your day with a date and a morning prayer, use them as part of your Ramadan meals, or even enjoy them during moments of reflection and gratitude. Each time you eat a date mindfully, remember Allah's mercy and the guidance of the Prophet ﷺ. This mindfulness transforms eating into an act of worship, turning an ordinary habit into a source of spiritual reward. Over time, this simple practice can deepen your connection to Allah and increase your awareness of His blessings. For families, dates can also be a way to teach children the importance of Sunnah, health, and gratitude. Sharing dates with your children while explaining their significance in Islam allows them to learn about the Prophet ﷺ, the Qur'an, and the values of patience, generosity, and mindfulness. It becomes a practical way to pass on Islamic knowledge while promoting healthy eating habits. The sweetness of the fruit can also serve as a memorable symbol of the sweetness of faith and the rewards of following Allah's guidance. Consistency is key. Even small, regular actions like eating a date each day, giving a date in charity, or reflecting on the lessons of the date palm accumulate into a life filled with blessings. Just as the date palm grows slowly and patiently before producing fruit, our consistent good deeds, no matter how small, eventually lead to immense rewards in this life and the hereafter. Each date you consume with awareness and gratitude is a step toward improving your health, nurturing your spirituality, and following the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Finally, remember that dates are a reminder of Allah's provision and care. A fruit that grows in harsh conditions, providing nourishment, energy, and sweetness, is a symbol of how Allah provides for us, even in the most difficult circumstances. Every date we eat can inspire us to be patient, grateful, and generous. By embracing the practical lessons of the date palm and the spiritual guidance associated with dates, we can transform our daily routines into acts of worship, strengthen our bodies, and improve our overall well-being. So start today. Eat a date, reflect on its blessings, share it with someone, and remember the teachings of the Prophet ﷺ. Let this small, simple fruit remind you of patience, perseverance, gratitude, and generosity. Let it strengthen your body, uplift your spirit, and serve as a daily reminder that Allah's wisdom is in every aspect of His creation. By following these practical steps, the blessed date can truly change your day, your health, and your connection with Allah, turning something ordinary into a source of extraordinary blessings.